Please like, share and subscribe. I have always thought that all men should be free, but if any should be slaves, it should be first those who desire for themselves, and secondly those who desire it for others. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side, my greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. The highest art is always the most religious, and the greatest artist is always a devout person. Surely God would not have created such a being as man, with an ability to grasp the infinite, to exist only for a day. No, no, man was made for immortality. Any people anywhere, being inclined and having the power, have the right to rise up, and shake off the existing government, and form a new one that suits them better. This is a most valuable, a most sacred right, a right, which we hope and believe, is to liberate the world. A man watches his pear tree day after day, impatient for the ripening of the fruit. Let him attempt to force the process, and he may spoil both fruit and tree. But let him patiently wait, and the ripe pear at length falls into his lap. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic cords of memory, stretching from every battlefield and patriot grave to every living heart and hearthstone all over this broad land, will yet swell the chorus of the Union, when again touched, as surely they will be, by the better angels of our nature. To believe in the things you can see and touch is no belief at all, but to believe in the unseen is a triumph and a blessing. The will of God prevails. In great contests each party claims to act in accordance with the will of God. Both may be, and one must be, wrong. The books, and your capacity for understanding them, are just the same in all places. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other one thing. In your temporary failure there is no evidence that you may not yet be a better scholar, and a more successful man in the great struggle of life, than many others, who have entered college more easily. I believe it is an established maxim in morals that he who makes an assertion without knowing whether it is true or false, is guilty of falsehood, and the accidental truth of the assertion does not justify or excuse him. You can complain because a rose has thorns, or you can rejoice because the thorns have a rose. No human counsel hath devised, nor hath any mortal hand worked out these great things. They are the gracious gifts of the Most High God. A universal feeling, whether well or ill-founded, cannot be safely disregarded. Every one desires to live long, but no one would be old.